So this week on Five Friday Feedback, viewer mailbag, did I screw myself out of getting a job forever?
Forever, ...
Forever? Howdy, Fi guys. Howdy. College grad here. Let's just say my journey wasn't your textbook straight A kind of deal. I chased a crazy entrepreneurial dream, built a business that actually made some serious bank. Over $250,000. No biggie. It's a big deal. But let's be real. My grades took a bit of a hit in the process. My GPA landed at a solid 2.55.
Passing.
It's passing, which sounds less impressive with every application I land. So, here's the catch. 22, proud entrepreneur with real life world experience and a healthy bank account, but also a transcript that wouldn't win any beauty contest. Oh, and did I mention that I skipped out on the whole internship thing? Because while I was building my business, it kind of took up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Now, I'm stuck in this weird limbo, wondering if employers will see me as the person I am or just the red flags of the GPA and toss my resume in the nope pile. My fear is that they will miss the whole point, and despite my grades and no fancy internship badge, I'm a hustler who knows how to build something from scratch and make it profitable. That's where you come in. No, we're not hiring. That's where you come in. You've probably seen all sorts of career paths in your time, and I'm hoping you can shed some light on how I can spin this unique situation into something awesome. How can I show off my entrepreneurial skills without my grades overshadowing everything? Any secret tips to convince them, or just some college dropout playing, to convince them that I'm not just some college dropout playing CEO? I love that. Seriously though, any advice, insights, or just a dose of career fairy dust would be a lifesaver. I'm eager to get into the career train, and I want it now. Your guidance would be like fuel to my engine. Thank you in advance for all of your wisdom and time. Cheers. From my grades took a dive, but my business thrived. Now I'm seeking a chance to enhance my career stance, but I'm worried I'll be left out of this dance. Love that.
All right. So we got a lot of things here, man. Or it's the guy. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a guy.
Okay. He's a guy. All right. So basically, it sounds like his biggest concern is that his GPA took a dive because he was growing his business.
Yes.
And he's afraid that business owners are going to look at that and be like, "Why is your GPA so bad?" We as business owners truly only care about GPA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I have many thoughts on college.
Yes.
Not positive thoughts on college.
As do I.
This is the thing that college people try to tell everyone, is that your GPA and your grades mean everything in the real world. Mm-hmm. But this is one thing that I like about the just freedom of knowledge now, is that we realize that GPAs and college degrees and all this stuff is basically worthless. It just means that you were able to show up long enough, get a degree, stick to a process, and kind of put yourself through something. And that's great. That is a good thing. But nowadays, skills get jobs.
Yeah.
Showing that you actually have legitimate skills, and you have the legitimate skills of a fucking entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And not only as an entrepreneur that kind of did stuff, you made $250,000. $250,000 while also in college.
Yeah.
Now I know that your grades suffered while you're in college, and that is what it is. But let's just say, on average, you put in 16 hours a week into college to get your 2.55. Would you say that's fair, probably?
Yeah.
About half of a full-time job?
Sure.
And you're able to bootstrap a business, a successful side business. Mm-hmm. I can't think of any CEO or any business owner that if I was sitting across the table from a recent college grad and I had two applications, one in front of me of someone who did an internship mm-hmm. and then had a 4.0 GPA, versus another kid who also graduated, didn't do an internship. His internship was working and building his own successful business mm-hmm. and graduated as well. Maybe his GPA isn't as high. I understand there's only so much time in the day. I'm going to go with the person with real life experience, the dreamer that was actually able to make it happen 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And this is the biggest concern, is that so many people, especially when this college student, he has zero ability to detach from the situation mm-hmm. to see what are people looking for, because every single teacher, his parents, everybody has told him the way that you make it in life is you work hard, you go to college, you do well in college, then you find a job that's going to pay you well. You work in it for 50 years, you pay off your debt, and then you die. Yeah. And that's fine if that's the path you just choose to go on. But there are now new paths you can run for yourself.
Yeah. My question is, I mean, both of us are entrepreneurs, the guy here as well. Why doesn't he just continue working on the business?
I was going to get there, yeah.
Okay, because it's like, school's hard to manage. Mm-hmm. You know it, I know it, we've been there, we've done that. Kind of sucks for us. If you can balance the school part, which is a hellscape as is, and a business, which is a hellscape as is, and be profitable, really, really profitable, and pass. He passed.
Yeah, he definitely passed. He got C's. Like C's and B's, right? 2.5. C is a 2.0, right?
You know, so it's not all A's, but hey, B's and C's, not bad.
Who cares if it's A's or B's?
Bro.
You have the degree.
Exactly.
He got the degree, right?
That's it.
I think
he got the degree. We'll assume he got the degree.
If he got 2.55, then he got the degree.
Yeah, I would assume so. I would honestly continue building up your business, building it up, and use that as proof of concept to show that I'm not a nobody. My GPA doesn't define me.
Nope.
How many other applicants do you have that have a $250,000 business?
Nope.
Built from scratch. In the middle of war, aka school.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that he was able to do that with 16 hours of his time dedicated to school. Mm-hmm. And he basically had a safety net underneath him. Imagine what he can do, because I'm sure his parents were supporting him through college or something. Mm-hmm. But now imagine what he can do when he doesn't have that safety net, when it is all on the line, and he has 100% of his time that he could dedicate to his business. Mm-hmm. Now, I would go the entrepreneur route if I were you, but if that's not right for you, if you say like, I want to go out and I want to build my skills and get a job and start that way, and then maybe go back to that later, I think that's also a really good option, because sometimes it is difficult for people to see the forest through the trees. Mm-hmm. And going and working for somebody is a great way to learn. So let's just go with this. You have practical experience. Yeah. Practical experience trumps GPA 100% of the time. Yeah. So what I would say on your resume, you don't need to put that you got a 2.55 GPA.
I wouldn't.
You just put that you graduated here, and then under your experiences, you put your experience of running your own freaking company and making it profitable. Talk about all the things that meant. If that means that you were, I don't know what you did for work, but I have to imagine you were making sales. You were meeting deadlines. You might have been managing people. All of these things are far more impressive to me as a business owner and hiring somebody than someone telling me that I had a 4.0 GPA.
100%.
Someone saying I have 4.0 GPA means that you're really good at taking tests, but that means literally nothing in business.
Yeah.
And being able to interact with human beings.
It's true. It's true.
So, and then I would also create proactively address the GPA. So like when you're in the interview, just tell them like, yeah, I see no reason to bring this up, but if they brought it up, like, why was your GPA so low? Just come up with a narrative. I was working hard, building my business and doing this while also, I think this can even look even better. Most entrepreneurs drop out of college in order to pursue their business.
Yeah.
You pursued your business and you didn't drop out of college, and you were able to keep it, able to still graduate.
Better than Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, better than Zuckerberg, better than Gates. Yeah. Like, you were able to still do it, both of the things simultaneously. And now you have this real world experience. And so I think what we need to do is because you're saying like, oh, I missed the internships, I missed the GPA. In your mind, you need to reframe your self-employment as a strength. Mm-hmm. And I was like, the biggest strength, because most people do not have self-employment. Most people will never be self-employed. No. They will work a W-2 job for their entire life.
Yep. It's hard to make money from nothing.
Yep.
And he's done it.
Yep. So I would start working on crafting a compelling narrative. Mm-hmm. I'm going to guess that while you were working, you created a very strong network. So continue to network strategically in finding a job. Remember that at the end of the day, like, you can always go back for additional credentials and stuff like that, but I don't think you need it based off that you were able to build a business while in college. And if you do start a job, everyone with a college degree, even those with high GPAs, all start out with pretty much entry-level jobs. The only people that don't are people that were able to do things like you did and create a business that is going to be viable in order to show people why you are better than entry-level job and should start at a higher level, or people that got like really good internships or something like that, or really connected really, really well and networked. That's what college is all about nowadays. It's just networking.
It really is.
So if you're going to seek a entry level opportunity, again, now we're only going to be talking about your business and the entry level opportunity. GPA has nothing to play at that point. So I think you're just hyper focused on the GPA because your parents, school, your teachers all told you need to focus on your GPA because that's the most important thing in the world, when it really isn't. You have a unique career journey ahead of you, and I would push you to maybe look at, instead of working for others, if you kept that $250,000, which I hope you did, hope you didn't blow all of it on drinking and partying, you now have something that most people don't. You have seed capital to invest into your next business, or just keep the business that you have rolling and make it bigger. And it's already made $250,000 while in school. Let's imagine what you can do without school holding you back.
Yeah, I think, yeah, 100%. I think using your strengths as leverage to gain more power in your job, in a job interview, game over.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a reason that this could not look amazing. Like sitting across, like if I was
it's not a negative.
If I'm an HR representative, I'm looking at these resumes, like I'm choosing this person's resume over the person with the 4.0 in the internships.
100%.
But and also what I would tell you is, like, confidently pursue your opportunities, and like, even if things don't work out with your current business, you know how to start a profitable business. So try again. Most people have 6 businesses that fails before they find the one that works.
It's true.
It sounds like you found one that worked immediately in college. I don't know how many you might have failed, but if you're doing it during school, I have to imagine you probably didn't fail, or you would have given up.
Yeah.
Which most people do. So that's pretty awesome, dude. Keep it going. I'm sure we're going to hear big things from you in the future. Just don't worry about the GPA. You did not screw yourself in any way, shape, or form. This is going to be huge. You're going to definitely go really, really far. And if you want to, you can always reach out to me at Mons on Wealth. I'm not hiring anybody, but I'd be happy to put you in the right direction. But if you want to become a financial advisor, I actually can help you there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with that being said, we're going to wrap up our 5 Friday feedback. Peace.
This video podcast is sponsored by Mons on Wealth. The content in this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We do not endorse specific products or services. Past performance does not guarantee future results. The opinions expressed are those of the hosts and guests, not the podcast sponsor.
It is crucial to consult with a qualified financial advisor or professional who can provide advice tailored to your specific needs before making any financial decisions, investments, or taking any other actions. If you are seeking specified help, you can reach out to Chris at monsonwealth.com.